Try to catch me all in that tomorrow.
Welcome to round number 7 of the MidEast racing season. Today your Pro Quad division takes on Catfish Pond. This facility is normally a riding park in Martinsville, Virginia, so navigation will be one of the hardest obstacles during today's race, as there are trails and paths leading everywhere. The conditions will be the next most challenging thing for the riders, as it has been raining on and off all day. The track was built with this in mind, so the infamous hill climb from last year and some of the harder obstacles have been removed, to allow for hopefully a stable track that riders can easily navigate. To add insult to injury, as the riders begin taking the line, the rain really picks up and gets very heavy. On your pro row today, we have a limited sized field to battle it out, but all your title contenders were there. Weston Scott, Dylan Walraven, Cameron Abey, and Joshua Pruitt are all looking to get the victory today and gain some serious points.
Man, they're pretty quick, but I'm going to just stay on their butt and hopefully finish strong.
Man, it feels good to be back on my own quad. It's nice to have something to ride last weekend, but ain't nothing like your own unit.
Today we had a smaller pack of ladies to fight it out. Michele Harrison had a big lead in points and nearly a one-race gap to second place. Today she would have to battle it out with Madison Luckadoo, who's not only fresh off her first women's division race, but also managed to get second place in it. Or we could see a new winner this week, as a few ladies are still trying to get their first win on the year. Abby Huggins, Brianna McGuire, and Breasia Jenkins all are within striking distance at times during the year.
I think you're in the wrong class, but
yeah, I know. I gotta race tomorrow. Hey, I gotta know the track somehow.
Going into this race, the top 2 in Vet C have been battling it intensely all season. This was one of the most requested battles to follow as well. Darrel Payne has 3 wins and a 1-point lead over Nicholas Bright, who's got back-to-back wins going into this race. A win here would give him at worst a tie for the points lead. However, Darrel Payne was not at this race, so no matter what, there will be a new points leader here. When the green flag drops, Cameron Abey rips the whole shot going into the woods first. As the ladies jump off the line, Sherilyn Dole gets an awesome start running into the first corner. But she ends up swinging it a little bit wide, which allows for Michele Harrison to sneak by and steal the whole shot. As Vet C takes off, Timothy Justice jumps out in front around the hay bale and takes the whole shot. Towards the end of the first lap, as the leaders were battling it out together trying to find lines and understand the track, out of nowhere they came up behind some of the A and AA riders who got off track and missed the checkpoint. As they crossed the line, the leaders were shuffled into the pack of riders, causing chaos and confusion. Dylan Walraven, however, was just ahead of Cameron Abey, and Weston Scott wasn't far behind. As the race wore on, the leaders were battling to get back in the overall based upon time for the race. Not to mention that, but the track was getting worse fast as rain continued to fall. Early in the race, in Vet C, a new face, Josh Anderson would be out front, with Nicholas Bright in second and Michael Thomas in third. The track conditions were really getting to this class. Not a single person would hold on to the same position for a lap all race long. Josh Anderson would clock a second lap that would be more than double his first, knocking him all the way back into 7th place. The track crew were doing all they could to get the riders out of the mud holes and unstuck from the conditions. It was decided that on the third lap, the riders would get the checkered flag, ending the race a bit early due to the conditions. Dylan Walraven would come out victorious again, taking your overall win. Cameron Abey was a real winner, however, as he would come through in second place, but when he crossed the line, his wheel was broken and fully locked up. Unofficially, Kirby Cook from the third row managed to get onto the overall podium based upon time. Due to issues with the track and riders missing checkpoints, there are still some ongoing evaluations on the results. Please check the MidEast website for the official results, and we apologize for any issues or discrepancies.
I was tickled to death to see the checker flag. That was about survival. Dude, that's probably the slowest and most conservative race I've ever run. It was rough. Yeah. It was about picking the right line, watching out for the lappers or the ones that were stuck. People were stuck everywhere.
In the women's class this week, the race was about finishing. After the first lap, only one position would change, and that was Breasia Jenkins running into issues and having to retire early on the first lap when she was running third. After that, Abby Huggins would move into third place and would hold on to that spot until the end. Michele Harrison went on to finish in second place, extending her points lead. Meanwhile, in her second women's division race ever, Madison Luckadoo gets her first win in the pro race.
How'd you do?
I got first.
Yeah? Congrats.
Thank you.
How was it out there?
It was actually really fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Had the mud didn't get to you too bad? No? Right. Well, congrats.
Thank you.
Nicholas Bright would run into some issues early, dropping him into third place. However, just before he could start his final lap, he was passed by the leaders, locking him into third place as they would take the checkered flag. There were only two men left out on the course racing, and that was Jason Whitley and Michael Thomas. As the track proved ever challenging, Michael Thomas ended up running into issues, allowing for Jason Whitley to run him down and take the lead, getting his first victory on the season.
Oh my God! Put this on YouTube! Put this on YouTube!
That concludes our coverage at Catfish Pond. As always, if there are any riders or battles you think we should showcase, please let us know down in the comment section below. We'll see you guys again soon at Wellborn Farms. Until then, thank you for watching.